Welcome to Perpetual Fitness Training. Today I have a yoga session for you. This is going to be a restorative yoga session. It's going to be about an hour in length, and it's just to stretch everything out, and relax you, and de-stress you as best I can. You will need a block and a mat. If you don't have a block, something around your home that can mimic the block, a really thick book or a stool or something like that will work perfect. So go ahead and grab your yoga mat, grab your yoga block, and put on some nice quiet yoga music and come and join me. All right, welcome back. You ready for this yoga? I am. I did a lot of taping yesterday, and today I'm really sore from all that working out. So it'll be nice to get a nice stretch and relieve some of those tight muscles. Let's go ahead and start in a seated position. This is a comfortably seated position. So for me, I'm doing easy pose. You are free to change it up and do whatever works for you. Sometimes my knees are too tight for this position, and I end up having to kind of change and do, this kind of thing throughout this beginning. So whatever works for you. Make sure you have that nice quiet yoga music on in the background. It really does help to set the mood. YouTube has some great yoga playlists. So just type that in the search bar, find something that sounds good to you and helps your body to relax. If you have a counter, you're doing your calorie, go ahead and start that. And let's go ahead and sit up tall. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. I want you to think about lifting through the heart, getting that spine nice and straight. The wrists come to the knees, the first finger and thumb touching. Your palm can be up or down. I want you to just relax that face, release that tension, and start to bring your awareness to your breath. Inhaling through your nose. And as you exhale, you're relaxing those shoulders down. I want you to bring your awareness to your body. You're trying to block out any outside distractions, sounds, or stress. Be aware and mindful of that breath. You're pulling in the air and you're just slowly exhaling out. Let's take some deep inhales using that belly. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly drop those shoulders. Get all of the air out. Inhale. Exhale again, releasing any stress. Just feel your body releasing any tension. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Going breath back to just a regular breathing pattern. Just trying to bring that breath a little deeper than you naturally would. Let's go ahead and start with the back of the neck. We're going to bring the chin into the chest. And as we do this, we're lifting the heart. You're dropping those shoulders down and just feeling the release through the back of the neck. One more breath, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slowly bring the right ear to the right shoulder. I want you to hold where you feel the pull and then drop that left shoulder down. So you may not make the ear go all the way to the shoulder. Mine doesn't. It stops a little before that. Keep it gentle. We're just warming up. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push the chin into the chest and then slowly move to that other side and hold. Relaxing those shoulders down, lifting through that heart. Being aware of that breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're bringing it back to the center. Just hold, lifting that heart, pushing that chin in, and getting the great stretch in the back of the neck. It may move down the spine as well. And let's go ahead and bring that head up. Big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. So just dropping it laterally. Shoulders drop. Oh, you'll feel it It may hit you through the jaw. It may come up behind the ear. It may go down to the shoulder. It's this whole side of the neck that we're stretching here. Making sure you're dropping that left shoulder down to really get the full benefit of the stretch. Big inhale. On your exhale, the head comes up, and then you slowly come to that other side. Oh, so you can see on this side, I'm much tighter. Relax those shoulders down and just try to release. You're not fighting the stretch, you're giving in. Letting gravity help you out by pulling that head down. Your job is just to remain relaxed, keeping the mind focused on the class, not on what you need to do. Inhale. And exhale, coming back up to the center. Let's do some neck rolls, chin to the chest, lift the heart, big inhale. As you exhale, you're slowly going to go right ear, right shoulder. Slowly bring it back, keeping that jaw closed, shoulders relaxed. Moving to the left. And bringing the chin to the heart and hold. Inhale. Take as much time as you need to. As you exhale, we're going to move to that left. Nice and easy. Taking the head back as far as your body allows you, keeping that heart lifted. Shoulders relaxed as you move to the shoulder and then coming back to the center with an inhale. Exhale, moving to the right. Back. Side. And center, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, left. Try to keep that jaw closed as you go back. And right. And center. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take that head up. Taking those hands into prayer at the heart. Let's take a nice big inhale. Arms lift up. On the exhale, we're going to drop that right hand down. We're going to reach up with the left. And I want you just to reach for the ceiling and really extend up, dropping the shoulder blades down away from the ear. Big inhale. On the exhale, you're going to press this left hip into the mat as you come across, keeping that gaze up and feeling the stretch along the side of the body. Breathe. Oh, it feels good. Did some side body work yesterday. Feels good to stretch out those tight muscles. Inhale, lifting up. Reaching up with the right, like you're trying to touch the ceiling, but the shoulders drop down. Inhale. Exhale, coming to that other side, pressing the right hip down as you reach that right hand across the left side, trying to keep that gaze up. I want you to prevent that chest from coming toward the floor. That's why you're looking up at the ceiling. Shoulders down. And inhale up. Now we're going to take this opportunity to switch the leg that's in front. We're just going to give that leg equal time here. So changing. Up tall. Big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to drop the chest down. I want you just to go until you feel the stretch through the low back. It may also hit through those hips. The hands are just relaxed to the body. You're just breathing. If that pull releases, you can drop a little deeper. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, we're going to start this flow, just moving side to side. And I want you just to imagine your body as a wave. You're just going from one side to the other. Now as you move to the left, press the right hip into the mat. And as you move to the right, press the left hip into the mat. This will give you a great stretch in the back. If that starts to loosen, move further to the knee. If you're still feeling it, stay where you are. Take your time, just keep the flow going. Keeping that tummy tight for support. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it to the right side. We're going to reach our right hand out and then our left. And when you reach that left hand out, I want you to make sure the left hand and the right hand are reaching for the same place on the floor so that that right hand is not reaching out in front of the left. Both hands in the same place. Shoulders relaxed. Chest toward that knee. Big inhale. As you exhale, you can round your back and just lower down. You're pushing this left hip away from the body toward the floor, letting that head just drop. Slowly breathe. This should feel sublime on that low back. This is a great stretch. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. If you can walk that left hand a little further just to keep that stretch going, just feeling that gentle pull. Breathe into the back so you really get the benefits of this stretch. Give me an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to come up just a little bit. We're going to slowly walk to that other side. We're going to reach those hands out. Same rules apply. This time now we're reaching with the right. Big inhale, tummy tight. Exhale, bringing the chest toward the leg, letting that head just drop and hold and breathe. Shoulders are relaxed. And maybe you can walk that right hand just a little bit further, keeping that gentle pull. And slowly release it, coming up and then coming back to the center and come up nice and tall. Holding onto those knees, I want you to round your back and lean back, tucking the chin. Take those shoulders, drop them, and just hold here. If you like to, you can kind of rock back side to side. We're just releasing through that spine, relaxing the muscles in between the shoulder blades. Give them a nice little stretch here. And now we're going to come up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and move into tabletop. So wherever you would like to do that. In tabletop, your knees come directly underneath the hips. The wrists come directly underneath those shoulders. You have nice wide fingers. I want you to curl those toes and just push those hips back. We're stretching through the toes and the top of the feet, or the bottom of the feet, right near those toes. One more breath. We're going to come back up. You're going to take the top of the feet to the mat, and now we're going to lift the knees off. Now we're stretching the top of the feet, and you're just going to go until you feel the stretch. So for me, I have to take it all the way up here to feel that stretch, but you may feel it just right off the mat. Go where you need to. And then slowly taking it down. We're going to sit back in child's pose, glutes to the heels. Now, because of the condition of this knee that I have here, I need to use a block between my calf and my thigh to help relieve the pressure through that knee. So if you need to modify, please do. Just take that head down, shoulders relax. Just taking a moment. You're just trying to get your glutes as close to those heels as you can, within what your body will allow. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, belly tight before you come on up. And now we're going to take that right foot forward. So you can bring it up, grab a hold and bring it up. And then I want you to sink those hips. Now your knee and ankle need to be stacked. What that means is if you're up on your toes and that knee is forward of those toes, you need to bring that foot more forward. Sink down, knee and ankle stacked. You should be able to lift your front toes. Shoulders are relaxed. Now you can take your hands to a block. You can bring them up to your thigh, dropping the hips toward the floor. Or my favorite is to take both hands to the inside. That allows me to get a little deeper. Sometimes I can walk this back left leg a little bit more and really open up. Try not to fight this stretch. You're trying to release through the hips. It's through this whole area right here and then into that, deep into that hip. Let's add a flow to this. So take an inhale, come on back just a couple inches. On your exhale, release it down. Inhale, breathe back. Exhale, release, keeping that knee into the shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, let's just go ahead and hold, dropping the hips just a little bit further, just another millimeter. Relaxing the shoulders and just breathe. One more breath, big inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and just drag this right leg back. You can take it all the way behind you for a little counter stretch if you like. And let's go ahead and switch. Lining up first. Let's go ahead and bring this left forward, helping it along if you need to. We're going to sink down on the floor, on your block, on your body, or both to the inside. I'm going to walk this right leg back just a little bit because I want to feel this stretch right through this hip flexor. And just drop the hips, shoulders relax. Just hold for a minute. This isn't going to be your deepest, right? Because we're just warming up. Let's bring that flow in. Big inhale, sitting back. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale and hold. Relaxing through the shoulders. Perfect. All right, we're going to curl the back toe. We're going to take that left hand to the outside of the left leg. I like to come up on my fingertips here. And you're just going to rock and push yourself up. Coming into a forward fold. Let the crown of the head drop. Let that upper body relax toward the floor. Your hands, there's no tension. I do want your hands to make contact. So either to the floor, to the body, or again, that trusty old block in front of you. Just allow your body to release. Try to keep those legs as straight as you can. So again, this may not be your deepest position. You may have to come up a little higher in order to get those legs straight, not locked, but straight. We're trying to stretch out that hamstring. And when you bend that knee, you take that hamstring out of it. So I'd rather that you have straight legs than that you're able to touch the floor. Release that neck. You can shake your head out. Every time you exhale, you're just trying to drop the chest closer to those thighs. Now we're going to bend your knees. Your hands come to your thighs. Your belly's nice and tight. I want you to round your spine, press through your feet, and just slowly come up. At the top, we're just going to roll those shoulders back and down. Let's take a nice big inhale. Arms come all the way up. On the exhale, just give me a little swan dive, flat back, slowly coming down. And then when you need to, you're going to round and finish off into that forward fold again. We're going to come up halfway. Your hands are going to come to your shins or the floor. As long as you can get that nice flat back, look slightly forward. Exhale, take it all the way down. Let's step back with that right foot into that runner's lunge. The hips drop, the tummy is nice and tight. We're going to straighten up this left leg. Take an inhale, as straight as you can get it. It doesn't have to be straight, round the back. Exhale, lower, squat down. Working into this flow, inhale, upper, warming up the hamstring. Exhale, lower, flat back, tummy tight. Last time, inhale up, we're gonna hold it. Hold it, hold it. Again, block, right? Maybe we need to be here. Maybe you're on your body, hands on the body. Trying to straighten this left leg, sink back into that right heel. Now let's go ahead and bend that front knee, drop those hips down. Belly's nice and tight. Feel free to take this back right knee to the floor to modify. If you can, you're going to take those hands to the thighs, and I want you to bring that chest up. Shoulders are down, and now I want you to lean back slightly, feeling that hip flexor stretch. You can keep your hands to your thighs, or you can bring those arms up toward the ceiling, shoulders down. You're reaching directly up. These are active arms. We don't have lazy arms. In yoga, we have active arms. We're reaching the fingertips to the ceiling as we drop the shoulders to the floor. Belly is nice and tight. This is crescent. And let's go ahead and take those hands into prayer and take it all the way down. We're going to drop that right knee. We're gonna drag this left leg back. You're in tabletop. Please curl your toes and come on up into downward dog, or first downward dog. Okay, if downward dog is something that is not comfortable for you, I want you to work on stretching the calves right here in tabletop. All right? If you're in downward dog, those heels, they're trying to fall. Those shoulders you're taking out of the ears. You're pressing that chest in, trying to get the tailbone to the ceiling. You can jog those heels out. This is your first downward dog, so it might be really tight right now. And just breathe. And let's go ahead and drop down to those knees. We're going to take that left foot forward again. Just a real quick stretch, extend that right back and just drop those hips. And then push off, coming up, forward fold. You can block if you need it. Heavy in that upper body if you don't. Let's take those hands to the elbows. You're just gonna relax that head down. Chin to the chest, head all the way back. Give me an exaggerated nod of the head. Feeling the muscles through the neck. Get a nice stretch. Coming back to the center, chin to shoulder, side to side. So it's an exaggerated no. And back to the center, release those hands. Bend those knees, tummy tight, slowly roll up. Hands to your thighs to help that low back if you need it. At the top, just give me that roll. Inhale, reach up. Arms out to the side, flat back. Give me a nice little swan dive down into forward fold. Coming up halfway, flat back, looking forward. Exhale all the way down. Stepping back with your left. Let those hips drop. Feel that stretch. Remember, you can drop that left knee if you need to. Take those hips toward the floor. Knee and ankle stacked. I can lift my front toes. All right, if you can, inhale, lift up, round. Exhale, lower, flat back, tummy tight. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, up. Now exhale and lower and hold right here, pressing back into that left heel. And then take it up and hold. Right here, around your back. Give me as straight a leg as you can. One more breath. Sink back into that left heel, bend that front knee. Staying here, knee can be down or come on up. Lifting that heart. Shoulders down. Hands can stay on the thigh or bring those arms up, reach. I want you to lean back slightly. You're just looking slightly up at the ceiling. Shoulder blades down, reaching those fingers. Breathe. The deeper this front knee bend is, the harder it is. Do what you can today. Listen to your body, give it a break. And hands to your heart, take it all the way down. Let's drop that left knee. We're gonna drag this right foot back into that tabletop. Curl those toes, hips up, downward dog, pressing that chest and shoulder blades away. Let's come up to your tippy toes, high as you can. Exhale, press your heels, get those calves, nice stretch. Inhale up, working through the arches. Exhale, press, tummy is tight, shoulder blades away from the ears. Last time, inhale. And exhale and hold and push. Heels down, pressing your chest to your thighs. Pushing through your palms, not your fingertips. And go ahead and come on down. I want you to take those big toes together, knees wide, and I want you to sit back into child's. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, slowly coming up, we're going to remove that block, and I want you to come back into tabletop. So making sure those knees are underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Let's bring that right foot forward. We're just going to transition here. Curl that back toe, push off, forward fold. Again, block if you need it, but maybe by now you don't. Maybe now you can touch that body, or maybe now you can reach that floor. The crown of the head drops, and I want you to just hover right here. Relax that upper body. Keep that tummy tight and just press your chest toward those thighs. Do not feel bad if you cannot touch the floor. My yoga is not about being able to get as deep as I can or deeper. It's just about feeling the stretch. I'm a very tight person, and the fact that I can touch the floor is a huge win for me because it took me years to be able to touch the floor. So have patience with your body and just understand that we're just stretching. We're just stretching. We're trying to do good for the body, release some tension. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. We're going to bend those knees, hands to your thighs. I want you to roll up. All right, we're going to go through a back bend flow series. So we're going to come up to the top. Mountain pose, feet are hip width, little tiny bend. We're tucking our tailbone slightly, belly's pulled in tight, lifting the heart, shoulder blades down. Palms can be forward or toward the body. Traditional is forward, space between the chin and chest. Bring your awareness to your breath. We're going to use the breath now. Flow is all about using the breath. So let's take a nice big inhale. Arms come all the way up. Reach. I want you to keep those hands here. You're going to lift your heart and drop back, but keep your arms where they are. So what that means is I don't want you to take them back. I want you to reach the arms to the ceiling as you drop back. Just let your head relax back. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. We're going to come down into forward fold, tummy tight. Hold here. Inhale halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Bend your knees. Let your arms dangle or hands to your thighs. Slowly come up. We're going to do that again. Roll those shoulders. Exhale, release those shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lift your heart. Lean back, pushing your hips forward, keeping those arms up. Hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Bend your knees, slowly rolling up. Rolling those shoulders at the top. This is the last time through. Inhale, reaching up. Let's see how far you can get. Lift your heart, arch your back, lean back, push your hips forward, drop that head. Inhale up. It's hard to breathe there. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hold right here. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale and hold. Let's go ahead and step back with this right foot. You're going to open up to the right, and we're going to come into a standing straddle. Feel free to grab that block and have that nearby if you need it to touch the floor. We're going to start with those feet parallel. Hands drop down, belly's nice and tight, and just release the upper body down toward the floor. This is a great place for a block if you want to completely release, just to have those hands on the block. And that just allows you to be able to kind of give in a little deeper. You're pressing out through the pinky toes of the feet, pushing out and away. If you need to widen the stance, feel free, because you'll also want to feel this through that inner thigh. Should be heavy. Just focusing on the breath. And while we're holding this position, I want you to think about where the weight of the body is. I want it to be in the center. Not back in the heels or forward in the toes, but just right in the middle. Just dropping that body weight toward the floor. You can stay right here if you're comfortable, or if you want to take this a little bit further, we're going to move into a back. We're going to take the right hand to the left shin. We're going to just take the left hand right on top of the right hand. You're going to drop the right shoulder down, relaxing the neck and upper body. Using those arms, you're going to try to pull your chest closer to that left leg. You may not get far, it may just move a little bit. I want you to keep your head where it is, so you're not looking up at me, but that you're focusing on that balance and pulling your chest in. If you want to go a little further, you're going to continue to drop the right shoulder as you turn and look over the left shoulder up at the ceiling, getting that little back twist in at the same time. And I want you to breathe through your spine. One more deep inhale. And as you move into the exhale, I want you to come back to the center and just hold. You are free to take those hands behind the heels and use those fingertips like suction cups to help bring the top of your head closer to the floor. And then just slowly release back to the center, taking that left hand to the right shin, right hand on top. Drop that left shoulder and use those hands to pull your chest closer to that leg. Relax the head. Stay here and just breathe, finding the balance in the feet. Breathe into that spine. And now if you'd like to rotate, you're going to turn and look over that right shoulder up at the ceiling, all the while still pulling your chest in toward that thigh. Big inhale. Exhale, returning back to the center. Again, hands behind the heels. See if you can come just a little deeper. And let's go ahead and bring it back to the center. We're going to take those heels in. They're just going to turn in a half a step. Again, block is great here, right? Taking the knees toward the toes, you're going to sink down. So be aware that those knees are not coming forward, if you can see the difference. If you're taking the knees towards your toes, you're pushing those knees open. And just sink those hips down. And I really want you to try not to fight the stretch. You're going to want to. You're trying to kind of lift your hips up. But I want you just to release those hips down. Open up. Now right here, let's do a flow. Just flow side to side. Oh, getting deep into that hip. Should feel good. Maybe just a little tough. But just try to release through the hip, not fighting the stretch. Let your body open up. Coming back to the center, hips up. Let's bring those toes in. And now again, heels in. So we're just a step closer. You're going to squat, knees are open, pressing toward the toes, lowering down. And then this time, if you can, let's take your hands to your thighs and just try to sink, bringing that chest up, relaxing those shoulders down. And then again, maybe we can sway side to side, dropping those hips in the center. Oh, opening everything up. To the center, hands down, hips up, bring those toes in. And then last time, heels in. And let's see how low we can squat. So moving into a yoga squat, you're dropping your glutes down, you're lifting your chest up. I like to take my elbows into the knees and just drop and hold. You can use a block here. If you struggle to get down, you can use that block and just stay on that block, opening up through those hips. When my knees are tight, this is the way I like to do it. You can also do it against the wall with your back to the wall, and you just slide down the wall into this position. It really gives you more of a vertical lift through the chest. Trying to get those heels down, but if you can't, you can take a rolled up mat or towel behind your heels, and that will help you be able to balance and release into yoga squat. Try to breathe just a little bit more with me. I know this can be a tough position for some. Try to release through those hips. I really have to focus. And then let's go ahead and take those hands down. I have to just slowly lift up as my knees will let me. And then take those feet forward. You have a wide forward fold and just let that head drop. Whew. Let's go ahead and turn to the front of the mat. So you should be turning to the left, extending that right knee out and just drop it down. Coming back into tabletop, big toes together, knees wide, and let's sit back into that extended child's pose. Oh, so release everything we just did in that hip. Just breathe. All right, give me one more inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and come on up. Release the block. I'm gonna bring it up here. And then coming back into tabletop. All right, let's drop the belly, look up, big inhale. And then exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, drop. Exhale, tuck. One more time, inhale. Exhale, tuck. Now we're just gonna hold it. So drop your belly, look up, big inhale, and hold, keeping those shoulders relaxed. You really think about dropping the belly button toward the floor. And now belly button in. Arch your back. This is a mad cat. Think of a Halloween cat. Tuck your tailbone, pull your belly button in, press out through your shoulders, and breathe. One more breath. Excellent, and release. All right, just walk those knees back for me. And just slowly come on down, elbows graze the ribs, coming all the way down to your belly. You're gonna take your hands next to your body and just lift up. This is called Sphinx pose. My hair is going crazy. All right, we're moving into the knot. So from Sphinx pose, this is a great way to get into it. You're going to bring your left arm toward your chest, your right arm in front. So they're parallel to each other. Then I want you to walk those hands away from you as far as they'll go. Just reach, reach, reach. And then slowly drop down and release the head. You are welcome to put the block underneath the head to help you release. Really keep that left arm as close to your chest as you can. I don't want you to roll to the left or to the right. Both hip bones are glued to the floor. Your chest is pointing or on the floor, just depending on your flexibility. And now I want you to relax your glutes. You tend to hold tension in the glutes here. Release the kneecaps and just let those toes relax. Now focus on your breath. Big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to send that exhale into that shoulder. You're feeling that shoulder get a stretch. And just release the tension. Relax any resistance to the stretch. Now give me one big inhale. And exhale, to come out of it, I just like to move side to side and just gently drag those arms in. And then you're going to switch. So I'm going to bring the left forward as I pull that right in toward my chest. And I'm going to bring that left in a little bit closer so that then I can walk the hands out and do the other side. Excuse me. Big inhale. Exhale, relax it down. Release the head. Relax the glutes. Release the kneecaps. And just hold here and breathe. Give into the stretch. Just feel your body relaxing toward the mat. Give me a deep inhale. And then exhale and just moving side to side. Whew, perfect. So coming back into Sphinx, I want you to press your chest out, push your belly button to the floor, drop your shoulders down and just look forward. Just hold here in this gentle stretch. If this is too much for you, if even this is too much for you, you're just holding here and just lifting as high as you can. And let's take it all the way down. We're going to move into a chest stretch. So I'm going to extend my left arm out. I'm going to place my right hand right next to my chest. I'm going to make sure I drop the shoulder down and relax my head on that left arm. If this is enough of a stretch, you're going to stay right here. If you can go further, you're going to just come to your side and try to stack those legs. Just stay here for a few breaths, just to relax the body. We don't want to fight the stretch as we move into it. All right, if you're good here, you're going to take the top leg and it's going to come behind you. And you're just going to let that top knee, that right knee, just start to open up a little bit. Last stage, if you'd like to, is to release this right arm, take it up, and then you start to open up and start to bring the right hand toward the left. Eventually, hopefully, maybe someday, getting those hands together behind your back for that really great and difficult chest stretch. I used to be able to do it, but with the tear in my shoulder, it just doesn't happen anymore. But just release, just let that arm drag down toward the floor. Or if that's just too much, you're right here. I'm sure you're feeling it. All right, tummy tight, we're gonna roll to the belly. All right, I'm going to turn my back to you. So we're going to extend the right. You're going to relax the right side of your face, push that right shoulder, maybe open up. Stay here. Relax through the shoulders. We don't want any tension. And then if you're ready, that leg comes up, opening up through the knee. Hold. Just breathe. And then if you can, inhale. And then exhale. Let gravity pull that arm toward the floor. You're not forcing anything. And inhale, hand down first for support, and then you come and bring it up. Hand on the other side of the chest, tummy tight, big inhale. Exhale, lift up and sit back into child's pose. Take your glutes as close to those heels as you can and just releasing down. Big inhale. And exhale, come on up. All right, go ahead and come all the way down to that belly again. Let's go ahead and roll over onto our back. You want to be in the middle of your mat. Knees bent, feet flat, push that low back into the mat. Now let's go ahead and bring the right knee into that chest. Oh, relax those shoulders down, and maybe you want to just walk that other leg out. One more breath, big inhale. And then exhale and just release it. And let's switch. Bring the the opposite knee toward the chest. We're grabbing the thigh, extend that leg out. If you want to grab the knee to pull yourself in closer, that's fine, but just make sure you're not feeling any pressure at all. No pain, nothing in that knee. Shoulders relax. If you do, just come back right here. And this extended leg is straight and it is pressing toward the floor. And let's go ahead and release. Bend both knees, arms out into a T. We're just going to loosely move these legs side to side. And what I mean by loosely is it's just not any real big effort to get deep. We're just opening up through that low back. We're just working through the movement first. So it's not such a shock to the body when we twist that way. I have found that this seems to help my body get deeper into the pose when I actually get into that low body twist. So you can see what we're working toward, low body twist. Okay, let's go ahead and take those legs to the center. We're going to go ahead and take the left ankle to the right knee, and then you're going to press this left knee open. This is a figure 4, right? And now, if you can, you're going to bring the legs closer to your body. So you're going to reach through, you're going to grab behind that right thigh and just pull it in. So we're holding onto the hamstring, pulling it in, shoulders relax, flexing both feet, and we're going to keep pulling until we feel the stretch through the hip. Once we do, we're going to hold. We're not tightening up through the shoulders, relaxing down. We're ignoring the airplanes flying overhead. Just focusing on that breath. Block out the outside distractions. Maybe you have kids knocking on the door or yelling. Just try to block it out. This hour is for you. And now we're going to exhale. We're going to release the feet, but we're going to keep the legs how they are. Our arms are going to come out into the letter T. I want you to drop those legs to the left. So it's leading with the knee. You can place a block underneath that knee if you can't make it to the floor. You're going to turn your gaze to the right. The most important thing is this right shoulder is glued to the mat. It is not coming off the mat at all. Glue that shoulder down. That's why you may need that block underneath, because I want you to be able to release completely without letting this right shoulder come off. And then you're going to turn your gaze to that right and just let the weight of the top leg pull that right knee in or away from the body toward the floor. Give me one more breath, inhale. Head center, tummy tight. We're going to lift, and now we're going to take the legs to the other side. So we're going to keep the legs how they are. We're going to now drop them to the right so the foot is leading. We're going to press that left shoulder to the mat and look out to the left. Shoulders relax. Breathe. Breathe into that belly. Stay relaxed. Head center, tummy tight, and lift it up. Perfect. All right, I like to extend that leg and just give it a little shake and a little release. All right, let's go ahead and do it to the other side. So we're going to cross that right over the left, press that right knee away. This is your first position. You can stay right here, or you can bring that leg in. Shoulders drop down. So we're grabbing a hold of this left thigh to pull those legs in, flexing both feet. You should feel the right hip. It should feel good, but it's a nice stretch. Relaxing those shoulders down, no tension. I like to close my eyes and just focus on the breath. As I exhale, I release any tension I'm feeling through that hip joint. Big inhale. Exhale, release that foot down, arms out into the letter T. Let's go ahead and start by taking the foot down toward the floor. So we're going to take it to the left, keeping that right shoulder down. We're going to look to the right. You very well may find that one side is easier than another. Just work within what you can do. Relax the shoulders, no tension. You're releasing any tension you feel in that low back. And you're just breathing. As the body releases, you can sink deeper. Let's go ahead and take that head up. Big inhale. Belly tight. Exhale, lift those legs, keeping them where they are. We're just going to continue the leg drop, this time to the right side. Keeping that left shoulder down, knee toward the floor. And then just go ahead and look over that left arm, closing the eyes. Focusing on the breath, release the jaw. That tongue is not on the top of your mouth, it's relaxed. There's no expression in the forehead. The muscles around the eyes are relaxed. Big inhale. As you exhale, let's go ahead and take that head center, tummy tight as you lift those legs. You can help the legs if you need to. And then I like to extend it and just take it down. You hear my knee cracking. Perfect. All right. So we're going to bring the knees into the chest, shoulders down. We're going to take the feet, we're going to flex them, and we're going to take them toward the ceiling. So we're moving into happy baby. The arms come to the inside. I want that tummy in nice and tight. And you're either reaching for your ankles, or if you can, for the arches. It's a big inhale, and then on the exhale, you're going to use those hands to push the knees to the outside of the body. If you take those heels together, it does make it slightly easier. If you push those heels away from each other, it does make it more intense. Shoulders relaxed, tummy tight, and I want you to hold here. Now, although your tailbone is definitely lifted off the floor, I want you to drop it toward the floor, and that just relaxes that pelvis, releases the tension through that low back. It gives you that good stretch, holding no tension in that body. If you like to rock in this position, feel free. Whatever feels good for you. It's your hour. Exhale, just take those heels together and slowly drop those legs down. Extend those legs out, keeping that tummy tight. And then relax. And I want you to just really feel the tension release through the hips. Your glutes are relaxed. Those legs are open up naturally in their joint. And you're getting nice and comfortable into the mat. You can use those heels to walk that spine straight, releasing any tension through the chest. Relaxing those shoulders back. Let's go ahead and place our hands on the belly. And I want you to think about your breath. When you breathe in, I want your breath to fill up your belly, so your hands should rise. And then as you exhale, your hands will sink back down. So let's take a few breaths right here, really focusing on the breath, but make sure you're relaxed in that low body. There's no tension in the glutes. There's no tension through the kneecap. It's just relaxed. All right, hands to the belly. Elbows drop toward the floor. Shoulders drop toward the floor. Jaws relaxed. Tongue falls back. Take a nice big inhale, filling up the belly. Exhale, push the air with the belly first. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. On this inhale, I want to see if you can inhale for 6 counts. Inhale. And now see if you can exhale for 8. Inhale. Exhale. Relax those muscles. Inhale. Fill up that belly. Exhale. Let's go ahead and take those hands away from the belly and placing them on the floor. And we're getting ready for Shavasana. So if this position doesn't work for you, you can bend those knees, right? That lower back into the mat. You can come into a reclined butterfly. Maybe even roll over to your side in the fetal position. Whatever makes you relax. Hopefully you have that nice quiet music playing in the background. And this is the time for you to just bring the focus to your body. If there are any outside distractions, I want you to just think about something that you're grateful for. It's just a little reminder to think about something that makes you happy, something that you're very grateful for. And let's go ahead and go back to that deep breathing, trying to inhale for 6 counts. Trying to exhale for 8. Now as you do this breathing, I want you to imagine you're on a beach. As you inhale, you're pulling in that salty air. And as you exhale, your body is just releasing and sinking deeper into that warm sand. You're just feeling that body melt. You're relaxing any tension from the forehead. You're relaxing the muscles around the eye. The jaw releases, the tongue falls back. Those shoulders are sinking deeper into that warm sand. Your fingers are curled naturally into the palm. Keeping that focus on your breath, you're relaxing the back. Release the glutes. Those legs are just opening in their socket. Knees are relaxed. And exhale all the way out the bottom of the foot. If you'd like to continue in Shavasana pose, you can stay right here as long as you like. If you'd like to come out of it with me, we're going to just wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Keeping your eyes closed, you're going to bend one knee and just slowly roll over to your side, moving into fetal position. We are going to stay here for just a couple breaths. keeping that tummy tight, I want you just to slowly push yourself up, coming into a seated cross-legged position. Up nice and tall. Again, this is a comfortable position, so find the one that works for you. Wrist back to the knees, shoulder roll, relax those shoulders down. Stay focused on that breath. Let's go ahead and take those hands into prayer at the heart. I want you to open up your eyes to gaze at those fingers. Inhale, arms come all the way up. As you exhale, we're just going to let those hands gently fall toward the earth. Shoulders relaxed. Reverse it. Inhale, up. Shoulder blades stay down. Exhale, coming into prayer. All the way to the floor. Extend that exhale. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, shoulders relax. Last time. Inhale. Try to inhale this whole time. And exhale. Hands come into prayer. Shoulders relax. Stopping your hands at the heart. Full exhale. And from all that is good in me to all that is good in you. Namaste.